Greetings and blessings. Crawford Ashley here, the spiritual boxer, and I'm going to talk about boxing again, as I always do. I'm in one of my favourite places, which is in a hammock. I like the hammock life. Well, basically it's about boxing and fighting. And like, there's been a video going around of Julius Francis knocking out an idiot. I remember when I was at the height of my career, when I was the British champion, and I'd be out and people would come over and they'd start being dickheads, basically. And then they'll say something like, "Oh, you can't hit me, you're a professional boxer." And that's when I just look them straight in the eye and I say, "No, but I can defend myself." And all you idiots, look at that. The man was just defending himself. You've come in, you're feeling like you're a big man, probably coked up, make you feeling superior. And that's what happens. You get your ass knocked out. And it's same as being in a ring. Be very calm, be very relaxed. You know, and I think that's the difference between boxing and fighting. Boxing is more controlled, where fighting is more an emotion. And you do certain things that in a fight you wouldn't do if you was in a boxing match, because the boxing is all controlled. It's like when I was a kid, if you're boxing and you're getting outboxed, you've got to drag him into a fight. And if you can't come in a fight, and then you've got a guy who likes to fight, make him box. And that's the way you've got to sort of like have it. You do what your opponent don't want you to do. So you learn to fight and you learn to box. But the thing is, with the boxing, it's all about the control and of the emotion and the ego. It's like you see some kids get hit, boom, and they're shaking, and all they want to do is hit your back. Because the ego's taken over. Instead of take your time, clear your head, and come back. You know, you can lose the battle and still win the war. Especially in the championship fights, because you've got 12 rounds. You don't need to chase anything if you get caught in the first 1 or 2 rounds. You know, you've got 12 rounds to get through it and make it up. So control that ego and that, what's it called now, that need to get somebody back because they've hit you and hurt you. No, you got hit because you did something wrong. You know, it's that culture that we've got, the blame culture. I remember a guy in sparring kicking off and going mad because he got hit, and going mad with the other guy, and I was just looking and thinking, wow, it's a boxing match, you got hit because you did something wrong. Yeah, even though it's like sparring, you still should be throwing your punches. Right? Because I don't like that. Or it's like sparring, so we'll fuck about. Boxing isn't about fucking about. It's about not taking liberties. And when you're in there, I remember sparring with Nicky the first time, so we'll just do a nice light spar. And he started to mess about. And I threw a jab right to his nose really fast. Didn't hit him, but pum. I went, no, we're not fucking about. We're boxing, we're working, we're just not going through it. And he gets it. And that's the one thing I like about certain people. When you tell them things, they take them on board and they listen. And it's like Theo was saying to me about how many rounds did I used to spar? And I did 4. I think 4 were the tops. Might have done 6 once, but 4's always been enough. And he says, did you ever spar 12 rounds to prepare for a fight? And I went, nah. I've shadowboxed 12 rounds, and I'm like keeping the focus in there, and that's one of the hardest things to do. Is shadowbox at a high pace for 12 rounds. Take a minute rest because you need it. The focus and the concentration. And that's where I think a lot of people fall down in the ring. Fall down. when they lose concentration and they get caught. You know, it's one of them. It's concentrating for 36 minutes is hard work. Being focused on something for 36 minutes is hard work. So you've got to make it enjoyable, especially in the gym. You know, there's a focus and a flow that you can get into, and it's good. It's like on the signs of one of the amateur gyms, I think it was leave all your worries outside, you can always come back to them. When you're walking through these doors, all we're doing is boxing. And there was one on the Kronks gym, and I walked in and I liked and it says, "These doors lead all to pain, but few to glory." And I think when most people walk through that door into a boxing gym, they're looking about holding the belt up, you know, the end result. As boxing looks so easy, but it's so hard and so complicated to kind of like master. And a lot of people don't want to put the work and the effort into it. So that's the way I see it anyway. Everybody nowadays wants something instant. They want instant results. They don't want to put the work in. If they're not good at something, they don't want to try to become good at it. You know, they'll work at something for maybe a year, if that. I've seen kids come into the gym. When I had my gym, I seen this guy come into the gym, and he wanted to learn to box. He just left university, he got it first, and I gave him a skipping rope and told him to skip. He couldn't skip, and he couldn't understand why he couldn't skip, because he's a clever guy. And boxing looks easy, an idiot's box. That was his thought process. And then he's trying to do something and he couldn't do it. He was there a week and he gave up. You know, because of that mindset, he had that boxing's easy. We make things look easy. That's the skill of a good boxer, makes things look easy. It's like, I'm just watching a spider. I'm not running my coffee. Yeah, we just climbed from here and he's gone right up into the fig tree. Flying spider. Amazing. Yeah, what was I on about? Yeah, Mayweather makes fights look so easy. He's so relaxed and so confident in his ability and what his body can do. Like, he just goes in there and enjoys himself. And I think when I try to explain the hard work you have to put in the gym, there's different levels. There's people who just want to get fit. Then there's people who are like fighting fit. And then there's the ultimate, you know, the people like the Mayweathers, the people who work hard. And it's not a God-given talent. You've got to work hard to get where you want to get. You've got to put the hours in, you've got to put the work in. You know, the sweat, the pain, the tears. All that's got to go in before anything good comes out. So if you want to be a good fighter, you're going to have to work hard. You're going to have many setbacks. You know? But a lot of people don't really believe until they experience it. And that's what I like. You know, boxing makes you the person you should be if you want to take it. And also if you don't, you know, a lot of people have this idea they want to be a boxer and it's easy, but it's not. We're a different breed. And we're as mad as hatters, or we should be. You know, who wants to be normal nowadays? Normal's fucking shit. Normal's boring. Anyway, if you like the vibe, please subscribe. I'm back at the gym tomorrow. Theo's fighting on Saturday in Liverpool, I hope. Oh, we'll see. Anyway, till next time, out.